FV, Football Australia, and the football in general. And not display within the venue any offensive or inappropriate banners, whether in English or foreign languages or any other sign, item or insignia which may offend the person. And ensure all social media posts arranged for all affiliated with FV are respectful, accurate, lawful, and uphold the reputation of FV in its members. This includes, but is not limited to, all players and opposition clubs. Adopt or maintain a responsible attitude surrounding the consumption of alcohol and other controlled substances within respect to the venue policies. Any person who does not comply with this code of conduct or who is in the opinion of the club and FV causes attention future matches held on behalf of FV. Any other offender who then breaches the ban order against them may be charged with trespassing and as actions including the hope you enjoy the game.
gentlemen, and welcome to JVS Stadium for today's round 11 fixture between Dandenong Thunder Number 17, Rahul Suresh.
Help us level the playing field. Sign the parliamentary petition today to fuel the growth and fund the game.
Yep, good. Test. Welcome all to JVS Stadium in this round 11 Senol NPL Men's Victoria Clash. We'll have a minute of silence between this fixture between the Dandenong Thunder and Preston Lions.
I ask everyone to please stand for a moment of silence in memory of Liron Lumani, who sadly passed away. Our thoughts and deepest condolences are with the Lumani and the Alini families during this very difficult time. May they find strength and comfort in the love and support around them. Please join us in observing the minute of silence. The son, Rion Lumani, will be tossing the coin today in a show of appreciation. Rest in peace, little Lumani.
Round 11 of the Senol NPL Men's Victoria brings us to JVS Stadium in Dandenong as two sides coming off very impressive wins last weekend look to stake their claim and push for finals in this season's NPL Victoria. Last week it was a late victory, of course, for the Dandenong Thunder, who, following a brutal elimination final loss to Dandenong City, got one over their crosstown rivals with a last-minute goal from Lat Matiang, who has 5 goals for the season. For the Preston Lions, after a pretty dismal few weeks, they're back to winning ways with a 4-0 drubbing of Green Gully away from home, and also secured a win, albeit on penalties, in the New Balance Doherty Cup on Monday against Keilor Wolves. Both sides do have mounting injury concerns, however, we're fielding very strong 11s this afternoon. Starting off with the away side in the Preston Lions. number 1, Ryan Scott. Number 2, Dominic Folino. Number 7, Leighton Brooks. Number 9, Jason Romero. Number 13, George Mihalidis. Number 15, Matthew Bojanovsky. Number 19, Oliver Kubele. Number 20, Zachary Chianchi. Number 21, Elijah Adekube returns to the squad for Preston Lions. Number 32, Stefan Inigro. And number 80, Sian Cuba for the Dandenong Thunder. Number 1, Andrew Withers. Number 3, Daniel Alessi. Number 4, Sevdim Ismaili. Number 8, George Mells. Number 9, Wade Decker. Number 11, Ali Suleimani. Number 12, Jay Romanovsky. Number 14, Hassan Jallo. Number 15, Parker Williams. Number 23, Lat Matiang. And number 24, Ben Jiba. Plenty of action for you in this round 11, although this is what I believe to be the most tantalising one. Jack Morgan is our man in the middle as we have proceedings to kick off this time. Last year, it was a Dandenong Thunder win at this very ground in front of a raucous crowd. Bit of a different atmosphere this afternoon, but nonetheless, it'll be a very intriguing turn of events to see as to how both sides shape up. Both, of course, with pretty heavy off-season rebuilds, and with Preston requiring themselves a win in order to get in that top 6. Dandenong Thunder will be sure to shape up themselves as a side, potentially able to replicate that as well. As we see Williams look to head it across. Folino in space is Decker. Williams is holding his calf. In fact, should I say his heel, and he's kicked it out of play, and he seems to be struggling a little bit here. Only just a matter of minutes into this contest. It looks as if Parker Williams... Actually, I'm not sure. I think it's... Maybe he just lost the footing of his boot, perhaps. The former Melbourne Victory defender. Spent time at the Central Coast Mariners alongside Western United. Spent also time at the Mariners whilst playing there under Mark Jackson. Was an unused sub against Buriram United in the Asian Champions League Elite. As Zach Chianchi gets proceedings back underway. Here's Sevdim Ismaili. Alessi looks to be in that central defending position. The middle of that back three. In possession now is Williams. Brooks. Intercepted by Mells. Clean win. Suleimani into space is Lat Matiang. What a fantastic start to the season he's got. Team of the Week contribution this week as well. It was announced earlier in the week. Mells' passes misplaced to Romanovsky. Here's Folino. Fair few injuries for Preston. Of course, Emil Payos is unavailable today. Alongside, of course, Aidan Bryce is out with a long-term injury. Jamal Ali also received 2 yellow cards in the New Balance Doherty Cup and hence is out with suspension for today. Thunder's New Balance Doherty Cup campaign came to an end last week against Altona East Phoenix. It was a very rotated 11. Their primary focus is on the league and to keep themselves abreast of those 3 relegation spots alongside, of course, a burgeoning finals campaign in the offing. Here's Romanovsky looking to make a darting run forward, and Wade Decker didn't quite check the run. And Preston looking to build up now through Elijah Adekube. Of course, his brother Sami Adekube is a fully fledged Canadian international with 45 caps. He will look to play a part in the FIFA World Cup in just over a month or so. Bojanovsky. Adekube. Looks out left for Stefan Negro. Now Chianchi stepping inside. It's well won by Wade Decker. And Mells will reset for the Thunder. Here is Parker Williams. These two sides were firmly inside of the top 6 last season. Hasn't quite been that of a similar vein this campaign. Of course, Preston with a 6-point deduction on the eve of the season. Thunder will look towards brighter horizons. Ismaili. Chest down by Jallo. Adekube seems to be being played in a central defender position today, which is certainly out of position, and I guess they have to obviously find themselves in some makeshift areas. Of course, several defensive injuries for Preston. No Jay Tchaikovsky either. Parker Williams, infield now. He's got space up ahead of him. Misdirected through ball. Finds it all the way to Ryan Scott. Just coming up on a year at Preston, following 46 appearances with the Newcastle Jets over a few seasons. Spent 4 years at Western United, including winning the A-League Men's Championship in 2022. As that ball is forced out wide, and a bit of takers from the head coach in Adam Piddick. Romanovsky, of course, scored that wonderful goal 2 weeks ago against the Altona Magic. Matiang was held, but all okay to Jack Morgan's perspective. Here's Folino. Seeks the run in field of Romero. Now Mihalidis will switch it left now to Stefan Negro. Chianchi isolated with Benjiba. And Chianchi has done diligently well there, looking to push it towards the byline. Ball forced in square and cleared away by Alessi. Of course, a head-to-head between these two sides. The Thunder have won 7, only just lost the 3. It was a 2-0 loss at BT Connor last year in round 26, the final round of the season. And that famous 3-0 win at home on the 10th of May. Goals to Benjiba. 2 goals to Benjiba. 2 minutes between each other in the 2nd and 4th minutes. And of course Hassan Jallo in the 14th minute. Just about ended proceedings. Their first meeting was in 1998 in the old Victorian Premier League. As Mells plays it towards Wade Decker. Not quite on cue there with Benjiba, the ex-South Melbourne junior. Chianchi. The final touch came from Chianchi. Mells was looking to make an intervening run. Matiang able to bypass the runner on that right-hand side. Fashions a cross in fairly low. No one in pursuit, and Stefan Negro will be set a task up ahead of him, but will take his time. It's Kubele. It's Scott. Romanovsky pressing up immensely high. So too is Parker Williams. And he does well there, does Parker Williams. Injury trouble start to his campaign and has been a very constant feature in recent weeks. Of course, Wuhyok Lee out with injury as well, alongside Mercy Mehmeti. So it's been very much a makeshift back 5 across the campaign. Tabena Abani have started many games at the front half of the first 11 rounds, has more or less been utilised as a defensive option off the bench. Romanovsky being played on the left-hand side of defence, usually preferred as a standard right back. Adekube. Suleimani. Decker. Cuba. And Romero looked to let it run, but Preston a little bit jaded in possession as Withers gets it clear. Jallo unable to get the touch. And the away side will look to rebuild from the back. Bojanovsky, Kubele. Attempts a line-splitting pass for Mihalidis. And it seems as if the floating tens in Ali Suleimani and Wade Decker it'll be interesting to see as to how that manifests itself across the 90. Of course, usually George Mells is partnered alongside one Jack Morton or Harry Phillips, but it seems as if they're going to approach the game a bit of a makeshiftness. Folino, one of the long-tenured Preston players, as the Thunder look to win it back through Lat Matiang. ball certainly bobbed across the ground, and it forced a pretty good save out of Ryan Scott. As you can see, Thunder absolutely mounting the press at the moment. And they do win it back in a very good position. Here's Romanovsky. Got time and space to shoot, and that was intercepted pretty cleanly by Bozhanovsky. Kubele calls for calm. He's brought to ground, and the foul is awarded. Unique set of circumstances here at JVS Stadium. No away supporters are allowed in the ground, and that's with the mutual agreement between both sets of supporters. Of course, we want the safest conditions allowed for these supporters across both teams. And here's Sian Kubo in space on that left-hand side. Last touch came off the former Avondale and Altona Magic man. Pretty star-studded bench. Jeff Fleming, Sasha Ogniovsky, of course, Zoran Markovsky for Preston. As Kubele lets that run. Intervening passes between between his former Hume City teammate, a youngster, was Matt Bozhanovsky when he made his debut for Hume City. At the age of 16 in the NPL. Is on the wall of Hume City Academy graduates. Mel's, Matiang. Bozhanovsky does well to get front position. Gianchi. He's had a very well-travelled career for someone in his early 20s. We'll touch on him very soon. As here is Stefan Negro. Kubele. Adakubi. Another one of Preston's arrivals this season. Kubele. Oh, Suleimani seemed to be in a bit of a heap there. Was unable to play it to Mel's, and the lateral pass from Mihailidis. Here's Brooks. Oh, nearly got through to the American Jason Romero. Parker Williams as well to loop a ball all the way over the top to Lat Matiang. Here's Brooks on this near broadcast side. Romero. Now Preston beginning to find some rhythm. Adakubi. Cuba. Kubele. Folino. Inside for Romero. He's got space to his right for Brooks. Now Mihailidis has got space for the cross. And Brooks isolated now. They go down towards that far side. Kept in play from Folino. Apparently not so. Parker Williams. Got options available. Towards Alessi it goes. 7 times appearance maker for the Wanderers. Under Tony Popovic, the current Socceroos head coach. Spent some time at the Jets as well. And Preston playing dangerously at the back. Mihailidis. Folino. Well, won by Parker Williams, but unable to find the final touch. Of course, Alessi has 17 caps for the young Socceroos as well. And spent a bit of time with Hakoah Sydney City as well. Folino. Well, so just see this press mounted by the Thunder. Preston really struggling to play out of it, but they did so well there. Here's Stefan Negro. Gianchi. That's well won by Jibba. And I think the assistant referee on the far side has adjudged it to be a Thunder throw. Ismaili. Alessi. Williams. Matiang. He still retains his footing, but has lost out possession there. Adam Piddick asking questions of the fourth official. Well won by Mells. Here's Matiang. Space for Romanovsky on this left-hand side. Jay Romanovsky cutting onto his right now. He's got Matiang to his right. Melzi with space. And Sevdim Ismaili towards Andrew Withers. Ismaili, I think he might have slightly overhit the pass, but kept in play by the Sri Lankan international in Wade Decker, but adjudged to be offside, according to the assistant referee on the far side. And Adam Piddick is incensed on this near side. Not happy whatsoever with the movement, it seems, of Matiang and Hassan Jallo. Foligno under slight duress, and Ryan Scott's distribution was inch perfect there. Mihalidis, he's got Chianchi on running. George Mihalidis, of course, an arrival from the Melbourne Victory, spent one season at Austria Vienna. Long ball over the top, space for Leighton Brooks to strike. He was offside nonetheless. That's the real first bit of talk from Zoran Markovsky this afternoon. Parker Williams. Withers towards Romanovsky. Into feet is Mells. Mells with space towards Wade Decker. Now Romanovsky. There's a lateral pass and they go infield to Ben Jibba. Now is Suleimani. Mells. Chipped in ball. Space for Jibba. Can he get it across? He can. Jallo was there. Oh, slightly away from his body. That was a great move from the Thunder. And Jibba, he could only just put it into the mixer. But no Thunder players are available to really poke it home. But might they go long here from the throw? Seems to be a ordained tactic across the league now. And Ali Suleimani will take it. Ismaili will keep it in. And all too easy for Ryan Scott to claim. Stefan Negro. Elijah Adakubi. His 30th birthday was last Sunday. Oh, and that's very, very nervous from Adekube to get that out of possession. Spent his early formative years at Manchester City before his family relocated to Canada, where he played college football at Trinity Western Spartans. Spent 4 years at Calgary Foothills, and in the Canadian Premier League spent time with Cavalry FC and York United, where he most recently arrived from. Over 110 appearances in that competition, which is a very, very good standard of football. That's where, of course, Leighton Brooks arrived from, essentially. Mihalidis. It's a neat pass to find Chianchi, who's isolated with Ben Jibba. He'll look to push him for pace. He does so, but perhaps overexerted, and it will go out for a goal kick. few other matches in this Saturday's afternoon NPL fixtures, Senol NPL men's fixtures. Hume City up against Heidelberg United, 2-1. 2-0, should I say. And it's 1-1 at Avondale up against George Cross. So that'll be an enormous result for Hume City if they're able to hold on, as Hassan Jallo is offside. A win today could potentially send either of these two sides into the top 6, which at this point in the season would be immensely valuable. Brooks, a makeshift nutmeg on Jay Romanovsky, but didn't quite so. Recently turned 20, did Jay Romanovsky. He's playing for the Port Melbourne Sharks as a 17-year-old. Cuba. Dom Foligno. Romero comes deep to receive. Stefan Negro. Preston patient, as you would expect them to be. Romero might line up a shot here. Still going, Jason Romero. Out towards Foligno. And that forces a good save from Andrew Withers. And also brings about the first corner for the Preston Lions. That was better from Preston. And going over to take it is the Queenslander, Sian Cuba. A valuable commodity at this level is Sian Cuba. It's a good delivery, but claimed by Withers. In the end, he didn't quite have all of it initially, but as opposed to going direct, they'll take their time, will the Dandenong Thunder. Alessi out towards Sevdim Ismaili, one of the more tenured Dandenong Thunder players here at JVS Stadium. Matiang Mel's chests, finds Jibba. Soleimani tried to keep it in play. And Preston win it now through Kubale. Bojanowski. Foligno. Brooks brings it in field. According to Jack Morgan, that was a foul against Wade Decker, probably the right call, and in the end, Dom Foligno. Matt Bozanovsky. Elijah Adakubi. Stefan Negro. Chianchi. Preston more than happy to knock it around in possession at the moment. Foligno. Romero sitting deep. Preston's coaching staff happy with these efforts as Parker Williams goes to ground and the foul is awarded from Jack Morgan. Very tantalising position. Well, this shapes up as a integral opportunity. Heidelberg United have a goal back, and Avondale have got themselves a second against George Cross. It's all happening around the grounds in the Senol NPL men's Victoria. And now Sian Cuba to send this one on the quite acute angle. It's shaped very well towards the back post. It took a deflection, but the last touch came off a Preston player, so it will be a goal kick. And Zoran Markovsky thought it was a good delivery. I would have to agree with his assertions. Nice, decent crowd building on this near side here at JVS Stadium as the Thunder look to reset from the back. Suleimani. Bojanovski. Suleimani. Oh, that was it's intercepted by Mihailidis. And the on-running Romero will look to feed in Zach Cianci. But it was well cut off by the Thunder, who've just been a bit sloppy in possession, especially in that middle channel, one would say. Preston seem to have the run of the play over the last 5 to 10 minutes or so. Here is Stefan Negro. Mihailidis. Bojanovski. I mean, what an incredible career he's had. Even at international level, featured in the Macedonian Under-21s in 2021. Featured in a 3-0 loss to France. And I think, considering Eduardo Camavinga, William Saliba, and Buddy Achille featured in that team that he faced, I don't think it's that bad of a result, all things considered. Dominic Foligno. Romanovsky's coming up to press. And Brooks has absolutely skinned Parker Williams and leaves acres of space for Jason Romero, who twirls and has got Stefan Negro to his left. Oh, it's really well won by Wade Decker. And now the Thunder, conversely, might have a counter-attack of their own. Here's Lat Matiang. He's got Romanovsky to his left. Romanovsky still going. Matiang. And that did go out of play. It's an interesting tactical chess match between these two teams. Neither side have really been on top in totality. The task is set for Sian Cuba now. Oh, it's a very tame effort. And now Mel's a space to drive and find Matiang. His touch was heavy, though. Mel's. Romanovsky. Encouraged to cross. He does so. And now Sian Cuba will to keep play going. And Sian Cuba now to Romero. Mihailidis and Sevdim Ismaili stepping in as well. Here's Sevdim Ismaili! Oh! The most unlikely of attempted shots from Sevdim Ismaili, but it paid off pretty well as they win themselves a corner. That shot certainly had venom on it. And now the Thunder with an opportunity to strike from the corner kick as we enter the 29th minute in just a few seconds. Mel's with the delivery. Delivered back post. Oh, hits the crossbar. But there was a foul in those moments. But, wowee. Certainly the delivery from George Mel's was quite good. Big week for him in terms of celebration. Yesterday marked the 10-year anniversary in which he won the 2016 A-League Grand Final with Adelaide United. Played a big role in that 2015-16 season. And also played in that game. Was a fairly late substitute. Came on and was a part of the full-time celebrations. What a moment that would have been 10 years on. Has achieved plenty in the Victorian game as well. Matiang. Oh, that's a foul given against the Thunder, much to the chagrin of Adam Pittick. Mihalidis. That's a incredible switch from Oli Kubale. Brooks encouraged to take Parker Williams on. He does so. Leighton Brooks, twisting, turning. It's really good defensive work from the Thunder. I think it was a combination of Mells and Parker Williams. Danger and crisis not averted. Negro. Chianchi. Romero has 2 goals this season in all competitions so far. Does Jason Romero in 12 appearances. Dominic Folino. Brooks. Oh, that is quite the pass from Bojanovski. Certainly forcing the entire line of Preston deep. Here's Negro. Ball over the top. And his melee didn't get front position. And that's really good work from Sian Cuba. But couldn't quite get clean possession of the football. Potential high boot against Cuba. That play is waved on though. Hassan Jallo was unable to receive the touch inside. George Mells certainly encouraging Jay Romanovsky to press up high. Romero. The game's tempo certainly higher and higher. Jallo intercepting the pass. Matiang, he's got space. And now towards Decker. Can he have time and space to get the cross inside? He can't. And that's going to be offside. Taken very quickly. Zora Markovsky encouraging his side to quote-unquote stop being pretty. I'm sure you can hear that on the FX mic down below. Of course, we are delighted to have the FX mic right above the benches. We apologise for any coarse language, of course, in this Senol NPL Men's Victoria clash. Here is George Mihalidis. Brooks's pass is cut off by Mells. Parker Williams. You don't see too many players in long sleeves in the NPL. I like the look. 32 minutes gone. Here is Parker Williams. This is the sort of the slowest tempo we've seen the Thunder play this afternoon so far. They're looking to pierce the gaps. Mells in space. He spots up the runner of Hassan Jallo, but slightly overhit for him. Ryan Scott. Adekubi. Bojanovski. Dom Folino, ex-Melbourne City youngster. Oh, tangle of the legs between Mells and Alessi. And Mihalidis has got Chianchi to his left. It's Zach Chianchi, Negro, across the box. And it's headed home by Sian Cuba. Delightful work from Preston. Capitalise on the mistake. And the Thunder are left to rue their defensive mistake. And Sian Cuba is finding some form. Some goal-scoring form this season for Sian Cuba. That is his 5th goal of the season from midfield and 11 appearances. He got on the score sheet last week as well. And the Thunder, after looking pretty good in the first opening 32 minutes, are down 1-0 through some really good work from Stefan Negro and George Mihalidis. And they might try for a second here. Parker Williams looking to get front position of Jason Romero, and judged to go through Mihalidis to find Brooks, and looks to pop one. Just hitting the fence at the back. Thunder yet to win at home this season, besides that 3-0 win against South Melbourne, which was just about a month ago. Bozinovski. Atakubi. Preston will feel as if they have control to exert. The question is, how can they do so? Bozinovski. Atakubi. Mihalidis. Oh, that's a great line-splitting pass from Mihalidis. And Zach Gianchi. Far left-hand side. Was approaching the touchline. Now infield Romero. Neat touches and the shot eventually arrives. But it's all about exploiting the space on the left-hand side. And utilising the width of the pitch here at JVS, which is not exactly known for its width, should I say, but Preston looking more of the sum of their parts in the last 10 minutes or so. Alessi. And their defensive rotations are still ongoing. They're just trying to find that gap. Perhaps exercising patience hasn't prevailed so far. Mills. Oh, it's a nice touch to evade Jason Romero, but none forthcoming in possession for the Thunder. Still wedged in their defensive half. Players encouraged to press. And Romanovsky, I think, has given away a foul there, and he has. Exerting a bit too much force on Leighton Brooks. Dom Foligno to take the free kick. Brooks. A lucky bounce. Falls by way of Preston. And Kubele will put it into the path of Stefan Negro. He's been tidy down that left-hand side. Dominic Foligno. Brooks. Cuba. Oh, that was a wayward pass. And now the Thunder with a chance to progress the ball here. It's sat nicely for Matiang. Decker. Suleimani. Out wide for Romanovsky. Can he keep it in? He can. That's really well won by Leighton Brooks. Now space for Suleimani. Will he look to shoot here? He does! Dipped quite quickly, and was an easy claim for Ryan Scott. Rolled into the feet of Oliver Kubele. Just pouncing on those mistakes. The Thunder, and so too Preston. Just see the press that this Thunder team is enforcing. When Preston play out of it, they're able to generate opportunities. And see how deep Zach Gianchi is. It's really remarkable. As Cuba finds Romero. And eventually, Preston still able, with their ball cycling techniques, to find Romero on that left-hand side. And a bit of a tug of the shirt on Ben Gibber It's a weird one because I don't think Thunder have necessarily been second best here in totality. But that's just how the cookie crumbles, really. As Mel's crossfield ball does find its way towards Jay Romanovsky. This is a good position for the Thunder to be in now. Soleimani. Decker. Back to goal. Space for Lat Matiang on that right-hand side. Can they feed across to Jibba? They can. It's Soleimani. And it's only away as far as Ben Jibba again. So the Thunder will look to try their luck once more. Mel's look to try his luck as well. And that just whisks over the bar. On his left this time. As we'll now look to bring you some more score updates across the competition. Hume City have defeated Heidelberg by 2-1. Avondale lead at halftime 3-1 against George Cross. It's a goal-filled Saturday afternoon in the Senol NPLM Men's Victoria. Just the one to speak of so far. Sian Cuba with the opening goal. Ryan Scott goes long. Jibba. It was attempted to go to Kubile. Matiang. Mel's has got Soleimani in the middle. And now Romanovsky to his left. And that is quite the scuffed pass indeed. And how's your hand, Zoc? Good take. An excellent take from Zoran Markovsky. Mel's deft touch it was. Oh, Jallo misdirected that. Preston look to have runners on this right-hand side through Sian Cuba. Mihailidis is back pedaling. A little to go across the face, and Mihailidis is still there. Looking to twirl right, then twirl left. Out to Romero! Oh, players were sliding for the Thunder. But it took a deflection, and the opportunity still brews for the away side. Bozhinovsky. And Kubile had to get rid of it quickly. Adakubi. A flat back three in possession for Preston. They've done well with their ball rotation so far. Has to be said. The Thunder win it back here, though. Jallo, unable to play their all-important pass, but they do win themselves a throw as consolation. Wouldn't it be brilliant for Preston to get themselves a second goal? Conversely, for Thunder to square the ledger. Adakubi. Negro. Adakubi. No foul, according to Jack Morgan there. As for Lino, living dangerously in the midfield. And has to find an option and does so through Bozhinovsky, but cut off by Romanovsky. And that will be Thunder throw. A very keen motorcyclist on the highway. If you can hear. Mel's. The back heel was brilliant, but there is a player down for Preston. I think that might be Leighton Brooks. I think it is. I'm not sure if Jack Morgan can retroactively award a foul. I'm not sure what it quite was for. choice. Drop kick. Drop ball, sorry. So I think, off this attempt, he'll look to cross this in straight away. He does so. Jay Romanovsky punched away by Scott. And now Suleimani will set a task for Mells, and he's isolated with his former Avondale teammate in Sian Cuba. But it will be fairly easy for Sevdim Ismaili as we look to the fourth officials board for stoppage time in just a few moments. 1 minute of stoppage time, the call. Parker Williams. Romanovsky. The time and space, looks for the infield ball. He's kept it in, has Romanovsky? He hasn't, it will be a goal kick. So looks as if Ryan Scott will let the time subside. And Jack Morgan will keep play going on for a few more seconds. Romanovsky, Morgan looks at his watch. The ball bounced. This is into the path of Wade Decker. Now Mihalidis, and his melee will head clear. But that did not quite sit in the manner it turned out to be. As Sevdim Ismaili sends it long, and that will conclude the half. That ball came very close to our cameraman. As the score here at JVS Stadium, 1-0. It came by virtue of a Sian Cuba header in the 34th minute, but plenty brewing here as these two sides will look to make their mark and push for finals in the second half. Welcome back to the second half of this round 11 Senol NPL Men's Victoria clash between the Dandenong Thunder and the Preston Lions. The opening goal came by virtue of Sian Cuba's header in the 34th minute, his 5th goal for the season. What will be on the agenda for the second half? It certainly presents a tantalising proposition for both teams on the live ladder. If we were to look at proceedings, of course, combining with Hume City's shock win against Heidelberg leaves Preston in 6th spot on 14 points at the moment, which would certainly spice things up for the finals race. Of course, Melbourne City with a 2-1 win last night against South Melbourne Hellas as well. No changes for either team at the break. And see Jack Morgan having a chat with George Mells, as he will be the one to kick us off for this second half as we bask in the Melbourne sun, with sunset incoming in about an hour or so, I would say. As Andrew Withers will force this one long and set a task for Matt Bojanovski. Adekubi says, I think I'll just get it clear as far as I can. Saved him Ismaili on this near side. Matiang will be Thunderball. Slowly just ticking away. Jallo. I think Andrew Withers is going to just send this one high. Decker with the header. Now Mihalidis heads it infield for Oliver Kubele. Now Dom Folino. Overhit that pass. Well, both sides have got pretty hefty benches, plenty of firepower, especially for Preston. I've got the advent of Jake Tchaikovsky, Naoki Suto, Luke Francis, young 17-year-old Sebastian Carabino, who was part of the Gold Coast Knights youth setup before moving across to Italy, the Serie A youth side. Gian Albano and Mayan as well. So plenty of talent available for Preston, who can score goals. Tip-top shape, should I say. Jibba misjudges. Ismaili. Oh, the turn from Mihalidis was great, but the pass wasn't so. And Parker Williams will find space for Wade Decker on that left-hand side. The Thunder have Tabena Obani, Jack Morton, Harry Phillips, Rahul Suresh, and Oliver Yankolovsky alongside Dennis Martin, the backup keeper. Here's Ali Suleimani out wide for Ben Jibba on the right edge of the penalty area. Goes right. Jibba gets the cross in. Last touch, I think, did come off Stefan Negro. It did so. And the Thunder with the first corner of this second half. It will be Mells to send this one in from the right-hand side. Delivered straight. Bojanovski was there. Time for Suleimani to strike. His eyes lit up at that half volley. The execution was tame at best. Bojanovski. Parker Williams. Romanovski. Matiang. Back to goal. We've got Romanovski, and that's a poorly timed effort. On now, Adekubi. Cuba on this near side. The outside of the foot pass into the direction of Zachary Chianchi. Parker Williams did well there and held by Withers. Chianchi's had a very extensive career as a player early in his early 20s. As I did mention in that first half, of course, was a junior of Bulleen from under 13s till under 15s, and then made the move across to Melbourne Victory and then to Melbourne City, and then actually ended up at NWS Spirit in NPL New South Wales and featured in that Australia Cup campaign. Mel's pass was misdirected, in fact his challenge rather, and forces a great save from Andy Withers. He did score against the Glenorchy Knights in the Australia Cup in 2024 and just spent the Oz champ with Avondale in 2025. Kubale. Mihalidis, his cross was very much wayward and out for a goal kick. If you look at the players that Adam Piddick has overseen as head coach of both Port Melbourne and the Dandenong Thunder, the players that have been brought across, it's quite in the array of footballers. We saw Dylan Leonard make his debut for Schalke a few weeks ago in the Zweite Bundesliga. They look to be heading for promotion there, or at least close to it. Of course, Dan Edwards, he was a pivotal part of that Port Melbourne side as well. He's now a ever-present feature of this Wellington Phoenix squad. He can get the best out of his players, and they'll certainly be a part of this Dandenong Thunder squad, and certainly a moniker that they'll look to re-energise across the campaign after a poor start. Brooks. Might Thunder look to their bench fairly soon.
Good boy, Steph. A little bit more.
LSE. Folino. Cuba judges the timing of the ball perfectly there. Execution was tame. Adekubi gets front position. Eventually it's lashed into the feet of Wade Decker, and there's space for Romanovsky. Preston caught lacking on the left-hand side. Matiang is available at the far post. Bozinovsky says, I'll get it clear. Here's Decker on that left touch line. Suleimani, Williams, Alessi, Piddick asking for a higher tempo of his squad. Here's Ben Jibber, wide in the channel, goes right, gets the cross in, she was shaped well. Now to Mells, back to Ben Jibber. Mells looks to fashion a cross of his own. Looped high, Folino was there. And now to Romanovsky. Still kept in by the Thunder. It was bouncing. It was Parker Williams. And now a bit of space for the home side. Fashioned in low. And ball is still kept in. And here it is by Wade Decker across the face to Bojanovsky. Piddick is quite dissatisfied. Thunder still mounting the press. And they win the throw. Another Thunder throw. So they're not going to relent here, it seems, at all. Alessi. Ismaili. Jibba. As he's drawn it long. I think he's went inside a corner. In fact, he's kept it in. Oh, that's immaculate from Stefan Negro. Rolling back the clock. And the sliding effort from Mel's past Chianchi. We'll see it into the arms of Sevdim Ismaili. Might this be a holding pattern we should be used to? The Thunder looking to bring the ball up the field. And Preston just looking to hold firm, and they've done so at a pretty good defensive shape. Mel's looks wide. Sevdim Ismaili. He's got time and space for the cross. It's a great delivery. Space for Hassan Jallo. Oh, Ryan Scott with a perfect save to his right. And now the home side begins to find a bit of momentum. And Jallo certainly didn't get all of it. He had to be ordained and correct in his attempted shot there, but wasn't quite. Here is Mel's with the delivery. Delivered low for Lino Soleimani.
Settle, Georgie, tell him to settle.
Oh, well, you'd say on the balance of play, the Thunder should have at least a goal perhaps, but Preston have been quite poor in these opening 10 minutes of the second half. The score is 5-1 at the Avenger Park. They are absolutely decimating George Cross, it seems, at this point. Fourth right header from Parker Williams. And now Decker. He's got time and space and has had many options to go to. The target now is Ben Jibba. Ismaili just on halfway. Alessi. Parker Williams. Romanovsky. Now Parker Williams. Hassan Jallo. Oh, not quite the touch that Mihilidis was looking for. Lat Matiang. And that took a deflection, but very much was a tame effort on goal. Ismaili. Oh, a potential mistake from Parker Williams, but recovered well. Now Preston pressing with much intent. And they win their throw, do the Thunder. Zoran Markovsky in very much of the opinion that they should not be dropping. Should be trying to press and not relent as a result of the added pressure from the Thunder. Here's Stefan Negro just in the centre circle. Adekubi. Bozinovski. Folino. Now Oli Kubale coming off a tidy campaign last season and a few injury struggles so far. Dual-time championship winner with Oakley. He's formerly of Gotspay as well in youth Turkish system. Mels collects Mihilidis. And judging on his facial reaction, I think he knew that was a foul. Elijah Adekubi. Looks to go long, and Ismaili very smartly heads it back to Andrew Withers, entering the 59th minute now. Score still at 1-0. Ismaili. Well, that was an overhit pass, but Preston don't view that as an opportunity to press directly, but the line has been brought up ever so slightly. Ismaili. Oh, the tall timber of Bojanovski was pivotal there. Here's Mells with the win. He's got Matiang in the centre, but decides to go left to Jay Romanovski.
In the middle!
Rolled square. Suleimani.
Offside!
Kept in play. It seems as if Daniel Alessi is joining the attack. Can Romanovski keep this in? He can't. It doesn't seem as if Thunder are going to relent on trying to ensure that this game is at one apiece, at the very least. And they've looked pretty good for it so far. And it seems as if there are a few players who are being pushed up higher. Well, Ryan Scott is certainly taking his time. Might be lucky to not have received the first yellow card of this afternoon's clash. Well won by Alessi, but he's out of position here. And now Negro. Kubale looking to weave. This is great play from Preston. Ismaili. Romero. Mel's clipped, but play will continue. Bojanovski. Sian Cuba. You cannot leave a man like him with space. Oli Kubale. Negro. Forces it wide for Zachary Chianchi. That's well done by Ben Gibber. Thunder still not looking to their bench just yet. Although players are warming up. Preston taking their time on the throw. It's with Stefan Negro. Romero. All the way back to Adekubi. Hassan Jallo is pressing. Oh, it's really good distribution from Ryan Scott. And in fact, leaves a path for George Mihailidis. And now Chianchi, who enters the box, rolled across. Romero! Mells was there with the crucial interception. Will now look to force a counter for the Thunder. Jallo, slightly ahead of him. That was not the correct pass. In fact, it probably was the correct pass, but just not weighted correctly at all. Kubale. Brooks. That's good work from the young Romanovski. Andrew Withers. Taking their time are the Thunder. Ismaili. Infield from Ismaili. That's a great touch to find Wade Decker. He's got Romanovski to his left. Jay Romanovski, shot deflected. Ball's bouncing towards Jallo. And now Matiang calls for a handball. And Adam Pinnock and the Thunder players are absolutely incensed. Let's have a look at that. We'll have a look at the replay now. Look at that. So Romanovski goes. So does Jallo. And it's a bit hard to tell from this vantage point. A tug of the shirt from Chianchi, but play will continue. Brilliant work from Matiang, who goes to ground, and now the foul is awarded. And don't we have a bit of spice to this Saturday afternoon clash, and the first yellow card will go to Stefan Negro. Peter Zeus is also providing some tactical instruction as well. And it will be George Mells who stands over this one. The wind in their sails, the Dandenong Thunder. They know that chances will be forthcoming. But Preston have to hold firm. Suleimani providing a dummy run. But here it comes from Mells, who fizzes it towards the back post. Alessi was there. Suleimani just completely makes a meal of it. Alessi heads back. Withers. Matiang is onside. Here's Lat Matiang, the Western Australian, on this near side. Bit of tricky footwork. It's a tug of the shirt from Chianchi. In fact, tug of the shirt from Matiang. It's a bit hard to tell. Adekubi. As we approach just 3/4 of this game subsided. Elijah Adekubi. Oli Kubale. Preston looking to play out of the press, and they've done quite well so far. Romero. Oh, he scuffs that, and eventually it just finds all its way to Alessi. Now Withers. Oh, Andy Withers. Playing walkabout and avoids catastrophic error. Ben Jibba. Into feet is Lat Matiang. Suleimani. Parker Williams. Out to Romanovsky. It's Decker. And he's still involved with Parker Williams there. Diligently well, got in space. Jallo. Romanovsky. And Negro gets across diligently well. And an advent of space for Preston on this right-hand side. Here's Brooks and Sian Cuba. And Alessi's heavy touch does pay dividends. Sevdim Ismaili. Between the lines, Matiang. Now Ben Jibba. Goes right. A constant threat down that side. He has been. Romanovsky wins the corner, but he hasn't. It's actually claimed by Ryan Scott. And the cavalry has arrived for the Thunder. Jack Morton, Tabena Obani, and Harry Phillips. And Naoki Suto is set to make his introduction now. The first one, Ali Suleimani, who'll be coming off for Jack Morton. The second one will be Harry Phillips, who comes on for Hassan Jallo, and the last one will be Wade Decker, who comes off for Tabena Obani. And Preston will bring on their Japanese import on as well. The Thunder know what the task is ahead of them. Naoki Suto. And it seems as if Gian Albano is also going to make his introduction. Zachary Chianchi. He's already left the field, has Chianchi, and so has Leighton Brooks, but the board has not gone up yet. And Naoki Suto has entered the field of play without the board going up. There seems to be an abundance of confusion here, and now Gian Albano enters the field, and so does Naoki Suto. Now the board goes up. It's just a bit of mind games, perhaps. Gian Albano, tried and tested, is going to make his way onto the park, and so too will Naoki Suto. As now play is finally able to continue. Probably the longest substitution stoppage I've ever seen. That is peculiar. Well, how might the Thunder shape up now? Not exactly many like-for-likes. Here is Harry Phillips. Mells curls one in for Bojanovski. He didn't deal with it quite well. And now Mells again. That's a delightful pass for Tabena Obani. He's going to take on Dom Folino. And potential calls for a foul waved away. Won by Preston now. Here's Jason Romero. Cuba to his left. And Gian Albano in wait as well. Here's Jason Romero. He's got time and space to shoot. And that's over the bar. Well, Tabena Obani, of course, an arrival from Melbourne Victory, has played through all A-League academies. Played 24 games for Victory's youth last season and featured in every game that he started. Actually, every game he played, he started. Of course, if he featured in every game, he would have played. Mells, a long ball. Matiang, able to receive. Phillips. Matiang, space for Romanovsky, Tabena Obani. Will he get a second strike of the cherry? He might. It's Matiang again. And Bojanovski clears. They just quite haven't had a clear effort on goal, have the Thunder. But they've got themselves in some great positions. And Preston, with some great counter-attacking opportunities themselves as well. Here is Ben Jibba. Phillips, the Englishman. Harry Phillips. Towards Sevdim Ismaili. Mells, Phillips. Infield for Mells again. Romanovsky. Driving wide, and Preston are just cutting off the angle so well. And now Gian Albano. And a yellow card for Sevdim Ismaili. As Preston zap away all of the tempo that Thunder had. Preston need a second for their season, and so do Thunder need to equalise this contest. Gian Albano is offside. A hotly contested clash. Despite not reflecting in exactly goals scored, these two teams have provided a very intriguing tactical chess match. Albano wins it for the first touch. Now George Mihailidis. Romero receives again, does Mihailidis. And the offside flag is raised. Alessi. Thunder are playing with a tempo that they're chasing the game in the 5 minutes, and it's only the 73rd minute. Here is Tabena Obani. He's got Matiang available for the cross. Oh, what a great delivery it was from Tabena Obani. Just couldn't quite find the head of Matiang. Cuba chested down. Now Romero. Space to his left. Jack Morton's the intended target. Mells wins the ball. No foul awarded. Phillips. Saved him Ismaili there as well. And this is a very difficult game to referee if you're Jack Morgan, but I think he's done a fantastic job at holding firm and holding his composure. In the middle. Harry Phillips, and now to Beno Obani. He's got pace to burn. Matiang in the middle. Rolled square. Was Matiang there? He was. The ball just didn't quite sit for Harry Phillips. Adekubi. His pass was misdirected. Ismaili. Ismaili. Matiang. First touch was decent, but he decides to recover his own first touch. Here's Benjiba. Ismaili is brought to ground, but all in order. Mells recycles. Now Morton. Here's Harry Phillips. Sorry, should I say Parker Williams. And that last touch certainly came off. Preston with just about 14 minutes to hold out here at JVS Stadium as the sun begins to bake on JVS Stadium. Romanovsky. Rahul Suresh is being prepared to come on. Handball, and we'll see a double change. Yankulovsky also set to come on. What will be the change? Benjiba set to come off. And so too Jay Romanovsky for Rahul Suresh. He's also a Sri Lankan international. In fact, it won't be Jay Romanovsky just yet. He'll be having a drink of water. The 21-year-old Rahul Suresh. Mells. Oh, it's a very neat free kick routine. Ismaili. It's back to Mells. Fizzes one in. The header en route. It arrives from Alessi. Obani gets it clear, but only as far as Sian Cuba. Suto, he was offside. Luke Francis set to come on as well. Began his career in the youth setup of Sheffield Wednesday. And plenty of non-league experience with Sheffield FC. Hands with Paramore and Melbourne Town. Of course, a constant fixture at Wynnum Wolves, in which he was the 2024 NPL Queensland top scorer. Arrived mid-season at Preston. No Jonas Markowski for Preston either. Ismaili. Romanovsky. Urged to go. Another change. Jason Romero. Set to come off for Luke Francis, the Englishman. Alessi. Thunder will continue to press and show that they're rigid in their tactical intuition. Mells with space. Asks for options and finds Debenarabani. It is back to Mells now. Spots out the advent of Sevdim Ismaili. That's a great delivery, had good shape on it. Now Phillips. And Bozanovsky is going to get that clear. Dandy Thunder are going to continue the march, unrelenting in their pursuit of an equaliser as we enter the final 10 minutes of regulation time here. Harry Phillips. Alessi. In the centre circle now is Jack Morton, the ex-Melbourne Knight. Ismaili, standing captain tonight. Adekubi has neatly sort of put himself in front position to ensure the ball falls into the arms of Ryan Scott's championship winner with the Bentley Greens. Francis attempts a backwards header. Here's Suto, formerly of the Kashima Antlers. Actually featured on the bench 4 times in the J1, but primarily made appearances in J3 with Kochi United. Debenarabani. A bit of a miscommunication there, and Suto is able to get that clear eventually in time for Preston. Francis gives away the foul. Thunder will take it quickly. Now Ismaili. Romanovsky. Now Morton. Finding space on that right-hand flank. Other Thunder. Infield for Mells. Left boots. Into Phillips. He was hacked down, it seems. And Luke Francis quite got get onto the ball there. Here's Andrew Withers. Rahul Suresh. One of his first touches this afternoon. Alessi. Ismaili infield. Romanovsky to his right. Evades a first challenge. Evades a second. Really good work from Preston. Now Luke Francis. I wonder what's happened there. I wonder where the foul was called. I'm a bit bemused there. Elijah Adekubi. Romanovsky. Mells. He's been heavily involved in the build-up this afternoon, as the Thunder will make their final change in the final moments here at JVS Stadium. The sun beginning to set. Here's Andrew Withers. And now to Debenarabani. Set a task, approaching the byline and the touchline. Goes left. Oh, so well done by Dominic Foligno as well. And now Sevdim Ismaili will be withdrawn. Oncoming is Oliver Yankulovsky. Part of Mill Park, Diamond Valley and State League 3 Northwest to make the big step up to NPL football for Port Melbourne last season. One of the standouts in an albeit relegated season for the Sharks. Mells with the delivery. Had good shape on it. Didn't quite find a target. Suto. Foul called against Parker Williams. Sasha Ogniowski calling for calm. And Preston will take as much time as they want. And who can blame them, really? Jack Morgan says, let's get things back underway. His calls are answered. Morton with a poor header. Zoran Markovsky is not happy with the fourth official's decision to award that a Thunder throw. Morton. Yankulovsky. Suresh. Mells with a strong header. And Bozanovsky in time as well. Suto. Well won by Phillips. And Obani has the pace. Can he bypass Kubele? Not quite just yet. Phillips. Fizzing cross. Jay Romanovsky. And they revert back to Mells now, who's going to send this one in. Alessi. They go out wide once more. It seems to be just a crossing game at this point. One will have to shift in the right area. And another corner for the Thunder. At this point, you've got to say, when does Andy Withers come up for it? Mells on the corner. The height was there. Morton. Oh, he looked to get it back to Mells, but he couldn't.
Don't fail! Man up!
And now Morton has time. He did at the very least. Now Mihalidis. Francis to his left. Opts to go to the Western Australian Albano. But Alessi did well and has kept it in play and has diligently found Olli Yankulovsky. Phillips has to drive. He does so. Into Fetus Mells. Back to Suresh. Mells with space. And rolls it laterally to Morton. Alessi. Morton. Parker Williams. Obani. Inside is Phillips. Wins the corner for the Thunder again. And a yellow card in the ensuing fray. 88 minutes just about completed here at JVS Stadium. George Andrews reserve. Mells with the delivery. Punched away by Scotts. Romanovsky. Albano. Romanovsky, his pass was not great, and neither was that. Here's Mells. Not the greatest of deliveries from Mells and Albano. That's really well done by Morton. Romanovsky, what can he do now on his right-hand side against quite a tricky customer in the A-League veteran Stefan Negro? Parker Williams. Out to Obani. A tried and tested routine from the Thunder. Bojanovsky's header. And now Albano gets it clear. Ogniowski says the line has to come up. But how high will it really go, to be honest? They've more or less retained their shape. Lat Matiang in space. Plays a great pass to find Romanovsky, who keeps it in play. It's well weighted for Phillips. And now Yankulovsky. Oh, what an incredible effort. But it didn't quite sit. That might have been the chance. That might have been it. And now Ryan Scott will take away as much time as he can from the clock. Tries to go long. Suresh wasn't forthcoming. Albano, Mihalides, good first touch. Negro just gets it high. And as long as he can, away. 5 minutes of added time. It's now or never for the Thunder. Parker Williams. Suresh. Obani has space. Wins the corner. And now I think Jack Morton is going to stand over this one, as opposed to Mel's. And Jake Tchaikovsky is going to make his introduction to take time away from the clock. And what can Jack Morton do from this set-piece position? It's a high delivery, Alessi, and that's going to be a foul. Jake Tchaikovsky to make his introduction for Sihan Cuba. There's no more defense, no much more defensive-minded changes you could make than that one. Adam Piddock gets a yellow card. And the goal scorer for this afternoon's clash will come off as well, at least for the current state of play. He knows that he's done his job. And Jake Tchaikovsky will be the introduction. About 2 minutes gone in the 5 remaining. Phillips, Obani. To Benno Obani. Oh, it's really good work from Naoki Suto. Really good work. Thrown in to Parker Williams. Harry Phillips. Next Southend United man. A dangerous delivery. And it's claimed by Ryan Scott. Ryan Scott wants his side to pick up. And space for Francis, but cut out by Morton. It's really been a game of cat and mouse in the second half, to be completely honest. Preston haven't really been giving much at all. But the defensive rigidity is what has kept them in this game. Harry Phillips. Out wide, Morton. Fashions a delivery. Might it sit for Romanovsky? Oh no! Mihalides now on the charge. Can Preston make this result a surety? That's great work from Alessi. Urge to go right. Here's Matiang. Rolled square to Alessi. Suresh. Now Matiang. Heads wide. Romanovsky. Suresh was there. And it might sit still for Yankulovsky. Now Williams. Nearly was beaten by Kubale. As he fashions in the delivery. Phillips. And now Morton. Mel's out wide. Romanovsky. Twisting right. Still going. And they still keep it in play to Preston. What a remarkable defensive showing from the away side. An agonizing wait for Preston. Williams. Alessi. Bozanovsky gets it clear. And that might be that. Is there potentially one more chance in the offing? I think there will be. This will be an enormous scalp and might set the course of this season to date. Mel's in the centre circle. Matiang. Out wide to Romanovsky. Shaped in. Not shaped well enough. Seagulls ablaze. In by Williams. Alessi! They've done enough! Preston's opening goal from Sian Cuba has put them back into the top 6 in the Senol NPL Men's Victoria. The Thunder fought so hard, diligently well, but they couldn't find the killer blow. As the final score here at JVS Stadium, Dandenong Thunder 0, Preston Lions 1.